and welcome to GSKP, also known as Georgia Sunflower Kansas Peach, on YouTube, where we do reviews on movies, TV, current events, books, life, anything. This is a safe place to talk about it. You guys, first I want to say hi to all my peach trees and sunflower seeds. Thank you for being here today. It is May 13, 2025. Sorry we don't have music today. I'm still trying to learn how to do this thing. Yeah, we working on it. We learning. Anyway, I just wanted to come in and do this video really quick. Um, I'm sure, if you, especially if you keep up with current events, you know that they have started Sean Combs' P. Diddy trials. And today, I guess, today was the first day of the trials, and they had Cassie to be the first witness to testify against P. Diddy. Um, as you can see, I have an excerpt here that I want us to listen to, and then we'll get into the matters at hand. So let's take a listen.
Cassie in court, reportedly tearing up on the witness stand as she testifies against ex-Diddy in his sex trafficking trial.
It'll be interesting to see how they react and respond to the alleged victim, Cassie Ventura, because she is expecting her third child and is clearly pregnant. So how jurors will kind of see that or visually how they take that into consideration, we don't know, but really they're supposed to make sure that they stay fair and impartial and pay attention to the facts, which is something even the judge warned them about before they were official jurors.
Diddy maintains his innocence against all charges brought against him. Cassie, the prosecution's key witness in the case against the embattled mogul.
The defense acknowledged that the videos of alleged freak-offs will be shown, but that those videos, they said, didn't come from the government's investigation so much as it came directly from Cassie's phone, but they were essentially trying to raise doubt about why did she hold on to these videos, and again making this argument that this case is about love and infidelity and money. But the prosecution is saying, no, you will hear from witnesses that will tell you that they were abused, they were kicked, they were punched, they were coerced to taking drugs and to performing sex acts. So this is only the beginning.
The 38-year-old singer said to get emotional on the stand as the prosecution brought up this disturbing security footage CNN uncovered of Diddy beating Cassie in a hotel.
Many people have seen that 2016 video of Sean Combs assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. And the defense said, listen, what you witnessed was wrong. It was inhumane. It was horrible. But that was domestic violence. And they said that is not criminal enterprise. That is not racketeering. But both sides sort of making those compelling arguments and opening statements that for the prosecution, that he is guilty, for the defense obviously saying that he's not guilty of these crimes that he's alleged to have committed.
Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, stepping out in support against the defense's wishes. The judge ruling he'll have to leave should an alleged 2018 rape Cassie accuses Diddy of comes up, after Diddy's lawyers noted they may call him as a witness, claiming he sent the rapper a threatening text over the alleged incident.
We know that according to previous hearings, she could be on that stand for 2 to 3 days.
Okay. Now, watching this, what do we... Now, for me, I'm just going to tell you. I do not agree with P. Diddy and what he's done. I don't. But At the same time, let's let's just be for real, okay? Let's just go on and be honest and for real here for a minute. Now, I know that people are gonna say, why do you want to turn this into a race thing? What does this have to do with race? And this don't have nothing to do, but it does. And the reason that I say that it does is because when we look at sex in our history, whether we want to admit it or like it or whatever or not, people of the Caucasian persuasion have been doing this kind of vile, crazy, inhumane stuff from the beginning of time. Now, if we look back even in our own time in history, okay, we had Hugh Hefner. And Hugh Hefner had been trafficking, drugging, drinking, sleeping with any little young girl that he could possibly get his hands on it. And he did that for 100,000 years. And no one opened their mouths. The man that I think his name is Larry Flynn, Hustler magazine, 100,000 years, and he's still doing it. Nobody has opened. The only reason why there was some kind of little controversy about him, and it was 100 years ago, and that's when he was starting the Bunny Ranch in Las Vegas. And let me tell you something, he was not hiring old gray-headed women like me. He wasn't hiring women of color, period. Not in the masses. He had one or two sprinkled here or there. You can that part. The Kardashians empire is built on porn. Harvey Weinstein they were messing with young people, children. And the only reason why those people, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, had a whole island. And the only reason why those people were called out is because somebody stepped on the wrong toes. And then Jeffrey Epstein's, his sentence was appealed. He's not in prison, from what I understand. Clive Davis, his ass is the one needs to be on trial. He is the one that taught P. Diddy how to do this so nasty, crazy stuff. Yeah, y'all put it on, try to put it on his mama and his daddy, but Clive Davis, when it comes to this sexual proclivities that we don't do, this crazy stuff that we don't do, that was Clive Davis. That's who that was. Because these aren't the kind of things that we as a people do and have access to do. Bill Cosby learned this stuff from Hugh Hefner because he was the big sex man back in the day. There's videos. Bill Cosby at the Playboy Mansion with all the young white girls. Hugh Hefner in the Playboy Mansion full of the little half-naked white girls. And nobody opened their mouths. Now, because it's P. Diddy, Sean Combs, and R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby, now everybody's appalled and they want to clutch their pearls and, oh my God, I've never, oh. And that's a lie because white folks been doing that kind of crazy shit from the beginning of time. Since they brought us over here on the boat. So you can stop the madness. You can put them damn pearls down. Get your hand off them damn pearls because you are not that shocked and taken aback. So just stop it. And in this day and age, when y'all doing anything, and when I say y'all, I mean the black and the white and the Mexicans and the everything. If you can get 2 or 3 pennies to rub together, y'all have lost y'all's damn minds and doing any and everything you think you big enough to do. There ain't nothing shocking anymore. In 2025, there ain't nothing shocking. So again, put them damn pearls down because you are not that shocked. You playing shocked. Because he's black. Y'all done heard all this shit before. Stop it. And again, in this day and age, cut it out. Cut it out. Now, I'm here to tell you, if he did, and he did it, he did it. Ain't no doubt. I don't have no question. Ain't no question. He did that. He did those things because he was somebody ain't never had shit and didn't know how to act because he had something. He has made the statement that he was the freest Negro in the world. Could nobody stop him? Could nobody touch him? But he forgot. These white folks will reach out and touch you, and they have. And the thing about it, again, you ain't done nothing that they haven't done, that they didn't teach you to do. You ain't know nothing about that before you met Clive Davis and them. Nothing about it. But you started being invited to this exclusive white folk stuff. And these poor niggas and patties is pumping your head up. And now look at you. And the same man, oh, this is my son. I just love him so much. And ooh, he's this and ooh, he's that. When they call your name right now, he plays like he don't know who you are. Now his old ass got dementia. When them folks asked him, he was getting out of a car somewhere, said, what do you think about Diddy, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy? He said, who, 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 who? Now he don't know who you are. And he is the one that put you on, as the kids say. Now, I'm here to tell you, he deserves, Puff Daddy Sean Combs P. Diddy, he deserves everything he gets for doing them people like that. Now, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. I don't support him in none of that mess. He deserves everything that he gets for doing them people like that. He knew better than that. I don't care how street, I don't care how ghetto, I don't care none of that. You knew better than that. Your mama might even been trifling, but she ain't taught you that. She didn't teach you that. And all that you did to those people, you deserve every minute they give you. Every last one of them. I mean, every last one of them. Hear your old gray-faced tale. And then the thing about all the money that you have, you couldn't find nothing better to do than that. You couldn't find anything better to do than that. And then they let you tell it, they sitting up trapping you. They got your son on tape saying old foolish stuff. And then they said Puff Daddy showed out in the courtroom. They lying, that's fake. They said, and all that could be very well true. But all of it ain't lies. And all of it ain't fake. Because that tape where you beat that woman up, Cassie, they didn't make that tape up. They didn't make that one up. And when they went in your house and found all that baby oil, they didn't make that up either. And the big giant beds and all that, they didn't make none of that up. That was in there. Nah. And nigga, you did that. And these Peckerwoods taught you how to do that. And now they got you hung out there all by yourself. Oh, but when you was making the money for them and you was coming up and you was doing this and doing that to them and with them, oh, I love him like a son. And now that they got your black ass in a sling, you can't find now one of them Peckerwoods nowhere. This is exactly what you get. This is an example of a stupid nigga. This right here. This right here, like they would say in the Boondocks, this is a nigga moment. And these Peckerwoods is eating it up. Especially with how the racial climate is right now. All of the great things that your name could have been known for. Now you are going to go down in history as a sexual deviant. And again, white folks been doing it forever. Nah. We ain't gonna sit up here and play like, again, like I said, this is not shocking and this is not new to them. They've been doing it forever. But see, and this is also another example of when you sell your soul to Satan. Yes. Prime example. R. Kelly too. Y'all niggas don't know how to get somewhere and sit down when you've been blessed immensely. Having done things people only dream and imagine. If I had a third of P. Diddy's money, really? And this, all the talent, P. Diddy, R. Kelly, or whoever, and this is your legacy. Because you couldn't get somewhere and set your ass down. But you fist to sit down now. Because these white folks, these Peckerwoods fist to set your ass down. These crackers fist to make you set your black ass down. You can believe that. It's a wrap. It don't make no difference how much you holler. How much you say, oh no, that ain't. All it took was that video. And your ass is through, mister. You might as well go on and hang your Superman cape up. Your super nigga cape. You can hang that bad boy up. You're through. And then what's even more humiliating is you 55 years old. $55. Now your old ass knew better than that. Or no, I take that back. Because like the old people say, ain't no food like a old food. You and Shannon Sharp now. Just embarrassing. Some more ammunition for the white folks. More ammunition. See, look. And then for those of us that aren't and don't, what does that mean? It don't mean nothing. But look, look right there. And then every time you turn around, some little old black gal up wiggling her ass. Same thing. And then you wonder why they talk about us like a dog. And they treat us like a dog. Well, you're acting like one. What do you expect? What do you expect? I think it's terrible and I think it's sad. And I think P. Diddy deserves every minute that they give him. Anybody that does this kind of thing deserves to spend the rest of their lives in prison because that's somebody's daughters and somebody's sons that he has ruined. That has to live with this for the rest of their lives. It never goes away. It don't go away. Some of us learn to live and deal with it, and some of us don't. And I think it's terrible. And I hope they put his ass underneath the penitentiary for all the terrible, vile things he did. I don't have no sympathy for Petty Sean Diddy Combs if he did those things. And it's evident that he did from the video. It's evident. Even if you didn't do the sex trafficking, you still misused and abused people. That goes for men and women, both young and otherwise. You did that. You did that. Because you thought you were untouchable. But they done reached out and touched your ass, haven't they? And yeah, you'll probably get touched some more when it's all over with. But from what I understand, you won't mind no way. So hey, they might be sending you to heaven. Okay? I think I've come to the end of my rant. I find it very sad that, our black folks, we getting caught up in that crap. Y'all need to watch Sinners and keep watching Sinners. Because this is horrible. I'm going to try my best to keep up with it. I really try not to, because it just bothers me so to my spirit. It's in my spirit, and I just don't really, but I'm gonna keep up with it as much as I can, and we're gonna try to do some videos, keep as current as possible with it. I wanted to talk about Mr. Rodney Hinston, and I know I'm not really late about it. I just I think that subject is very, very touchy. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings about it. But I'm going to tell you now. I'm just going to say, you know, um, we'll just talk about it when I do the video. Okay. I want to say thank you for joining me today here on GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, on YouTube, guys. Again, thank you. Today is May 13, 2025, on a Tuesday. One of these days, I'm going to get my music back and get it right. You guys, I'm still learning. I done got so much new, as I've said before, equipment and stuff like that. So some videos have music, some of them don't. I just got to figure it out. Like I said before, with working and everything, I really don't get a chance. And when I do get 5 minutes, I don't want to be messing with nothing. But anyway, again, thank you for joining me. To all my peach trees and my sunflower seeds, wear your mask, wash your hands, take care of each other out there. And as I always say, I am my brother's keeper. I love you. Bye.